morning. Welcome to the Porch broadcast. Well, we hadn't done a porch talk in a while, and I thought we'd just do one this morning and try to get back on those and keep up with them. We used to do one a week, and I'd like to get back to that, but we've also implemented some other types of videos in as well, so it's been a little bit time consuming for me. I got a lot going on in my life, which is good. But anyway, let's just talk a little bit about how people control other people, and ask yourself this question: do I want to be controlled? And I think I already know the answer to that. Most all of us, if you try to control us and we catch you at it, will rebel against that control. Rightfully so. The old United States is still a free country. Now, we've given away a lot of our freedoms, but it's still a free country for the most part. And that's what our Constitution says that it is. And if we'll live that, we'll live good lives. How about that? So let's talk about how you fall under the control of other people. First of all, let's understand that in order for people to get what they want out of life from other people, they have to figure out how they're going to control you. And being in a relationship where there's a mutual agreement is all right. There's a difference between mutual agreements and being controlled. Mutual agreement is, let's just take for instance, I go take a job for somebody. We agree on what they want to do. We agree that I can do that, and we agree on a price that I'll do that for. Now, I'm not being controlled in that, so let's make it clear that mutual agreements are pretty commonplace, and they pretty much have to be in this world. But if I go into a situation and the guy lies to me to get me to do something and controls me through manipulation, that is deceptive and it's wrong. And in this world today, one of the things that I see that is very disturbing is that social media, the news media, and things like that are bought by people that want to control you in a certain way. So, therefore, here's what they do: they control the information you get, that controls the way you think. And if they can control the way you think, they can control the way you act. And if they can control the way you act, they can actually enslave you to that. Now, let's go through this one more time, because we need to be clear on understanding how this thing works if we're going to avoid it. They control the information that comes to you. You only get to hear what they want you to. It's called censorship, by the way. Then, if they control the information that comes to you and that's all you have, you're going to make decisions on the information you have. So you make a decision on the information that is being controlled. Therefore, now you're being controlled because of that information, making decisions and taking action on those decisions, and you're being controlled by other people. You may say, now, Paul, why are you saying it? Because I see it every day. And if we're going to remain a free nation, a free people, we are going to have to understand these things. Now, I'm going to take off down what may seem like a little bit of a rabbit trail, but it really is not. A lot of times, especially the younger generation, and it's not in criticism, it's observation, they want to fit into a crowd of people, like in a college, for instance. And so they start going along with whatever that group of people think or the information they're getting from them, so that they can fit in that crowd. And the next thing you know, they're spouting off that information, and they're trying to control other people that don't agree with that information. Well, a good lot of the time, and I'm not saying it's all the time, but a good lot of the time, this information is controlled by other people, college professors and things like that. And I can go pretty deep into that, but I'm not going to. and you form an opinion, and then when somebody starts asking you very simple questions, you're not able to answer them. And here's the reason why: you don't have all the information. You've made a decision so that you can fit in that group of, sometimes people will say, intellectuals. I debate that one for sure. But you want to fit in that group, so you just adopted that information. Now, I've seen this in politics and religion both, and it gets very divisive in those two areas. But here's what I'm going to say to you. And my hopes and prayers are that you hear what I'm saying to you. If it's important enough that you're going to take action on it, make a decision to take action on it, then it's important enough for you to take time to find out whether what you're looking at is true, what you're hearing is true, and do I want to go down that road? And if you're honest and you really want the truth, you'll make a better decision, probably the right decision. But that depends on how much time you spend trying to get the right information. Stop letting people control you. I get angry at this. I seen this in religion years ago when I first stepped over into that community of people, deception and things like that. And it really disappointed me and took me down a path that I didn't want to go down. Okay, having said that, let me say this. Simple thing. If you want to lose your freedoms in politics, religion, everyday life, just buy what the other guy's selling. And let me tell you this so that you understand this clearly. If you buy what he's selling, you may not be getting anything in return. It may be a one-sided transaction, and very well is most of the time. Okay, I know that's kind of a harsh message for people to have to hear, and I'm disappointed that I have to give that message, but I'm not disappointed that I have. I'm disappointed that our world's in such a condition that men have to stand up and say hard things sometimes. There's no saying that says all that evil needs to reign is for good men to do nothing. Well, that's true. So let's do something. Let's make our own decisions based off of looking for the truth. Nothing more important than the truth, guys. That's just the way it works. And if you miss the truth, you are going to have a sad life. Okay, we here at the Porch love you. I know it doesn't seem that way sometimes, but we really do. We want the best for you. May God bless. Have a good day.